So for this one, make sure that you have your PDF cheat sheet that shows the symbols and definitions, because this one's really fun. It's antithetic parallelism. Antithetic is a way of talking about two things that sound the opposite, but it actually has the singular meaning. The symbol we like to use is that symbol, if you notice, is horizontally and vertically parallel, but they're opposites, and they're supposed to be doing the same thing. We do have one quick example. It's in 4 lines. So look at the first 2 lines. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. The last 2 lines is, but Jack fell down and broke his crown and Jill came tumbling after. Those are antithetic. The goal was go up, get water. The actual message is a bad thing happened. Like the opposite of the goal actually happened. So really they go together. If you were to just do the last 2 lines, once upon a time Jack fell down and so did his sister, it doesn't have that same weight. It doesn't have that same strength of the message and memory.
Like the contrast.
Right. Doesn't have the contrast.
Yeah. So let's go to an example in Psalms chapter 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish.
So you can see there's an overarching message that sounds like 6 is kind of the thesis and punchline. But let's look really closely. Let's start by looking really closely at verse 6.
For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. So how might this be an antithetic parallelism?
You know, the way you look at it, for me, it's the way of the righteous and the way of the ungodly. You know, think of those arrows, like in that symbol, they are pointing opposite directions, but it's for the same purpose to say the Lord's in charge and there are rules, so to speak, that he wants us to have.
Yeah, through that contrast.
Yeah,
I love that.
And you use the contrast to show. It's like Jack and Jill. You know, you can't just say they tried to do a good thing and it didn't turn out great. You could say this antithetically and it's just much stronger.
Okay. Ready for another one?
Let's do another one.
Okay. Proverbs 15. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. The tongue of the wise useth knowledge aright, but the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. A wholesome tongue is a tree of life, but perverseness therein is a breach in the spirit. A fool despiseth his father's instruction, but he that regardeth reproof is prudent. So let's look at the verse 1. A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. How might this verse be showing us this antithetic parallelism?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, again, I love the symbol on this one, because those opposites that say one thing, soft answer, grievous words, you know, wrath and anger is kind of the overarching message. I love how those kind of go together. Mm-hmm. Soft answer turneth away wrath. Grievous words stir up anger. Jack and Jill went up the hill. Jack broke his crown. You know, they go together. They're really good. Did you notice though, when you read those, there's other ones in this?
Yeah. So we want to come back a little bit. So hopefully you have your scriptures out or your definitions there, and you can be examining the symbol definition page that we handed out and this verse. So we noticed in verse 2, the tongue of the wise useth knowledge aright, but the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. As we just looked at the number 1, let's look at the second verse. How can you see this as an antithetic parallelism?
I love this one.
It just jumps out once you start to see the patterns.
Exactly.
So it contrasted.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you'll also see there's like little clues that can help you find the parallelisms, like tongue of wise, mouth of fools. You get like the tongue and the mouth. It's the same thing. It's like, you know, what we're expressing, what cometh out of our mouth, so to speak. One is wise and one is fools, and it just makes that message so much stronger.
So true. Just a little plug about this. As you keep reading, we can notice that he's talking often about this tongue and instruction and a soft answer, grievous words, the tongue of the wise, but the mouth of the fools. Wholesome tongue is a tree of life. This is going on, and I have ... here so that we can show that don't stop here. Keep continuing to examine and looking, because there's a greater context being shown in this one chapter of Proverbs, and it might continue to the next chapter. It depends on what's there, but we will get into that thematic parallelism in the very last video. So be sure to jump, go through all of them and continue and come with us live in our live discussion, or see those recordings for more practice.
So the words could hold a song or contrast. Meaning lives in the relationship between lines. Patterns help the memory, understanding the design. No single prose line can hold the memory alone. Intentional, the memory systems travel through time. The word travels through families, parent to child, from parents of old in the house that is mild before text, printing press, or literacy. Why